So now what we'll discuss how to integrate Facebook external authentication. So guys, remember the way we register the Google authentication in the same way, in the same manner, in the same action method, the service method, going to work with the Google, Facebook authentication, going to work with Microsoft authentication, going to work with any kind of external authentication. So what it means. So before proceeding further, let me give you the clarity. So this four method what we created here, right? For example, this configure external authentication, get external authentication, this method and this method. Did we specify any provider information, hard-coded provider information? No. So this method are generic. Generic means what? They are going to be work with any kind of a external authentication. So so what exactly it means? It means whatever the service method we created, whatever the action method we created, these action methods are going to be worked with all the different kind of external authentication, whatever you want to implement in your application. This external login callback, the service method, they are going to be remain constant irrespective of the external authentication provider you are going to use. Clear? The first point is clear. So what it means? It means when once I'm going to register my what I can say, once I'm going to register my Facebook authentication, then I'm not going to do any changes in my controller code. I'm not going to do any changes in my service code. Only changes is the registration part. So how to do that registration? Let us proceed and understand. So first of all, like the Google authentication, so what I need to do now? Now, once the user click on the Facebook button, he will be asked to enter the credential. After entering the credential, the application will provide this consent page. Do you want to continue as Pranay? If you click, then it will log in you into the application. So for this purpose, first of all, what you need to do, you need to create a Facebook developer account. So using your Facebook account, you can also write what I can say, create one developer account. So let us proceed and see this process step by step. So this is done. So let me close this one. So this is going to be my Facebook developer application. So once you come to this part, so first of all, what it will ask you, first of all, it will ask you to log in. So already I have logged in. So it is not asking me for this login page. This page is skipped. Directly it is showing, right, not this one, right? This is what after integration we'll see. So as I have already logged in, so into my developer account, so this page is coming. If not logged, then it will ask you this page, login with Facebook. And once you provide the username and password and click on the login button, it will log in. Once logged in, you will see this My Apps button. So currently, you can see, let me close this one. So My Apps button. So once you click on this button, right, it will open your page. So whatever the application you developed, that's what it is currently showing. Let me remove this one. So I have removed this one now. Now, first of all, what we need to do, we need to create one app. So once you right click on the My Apps, it will come to the dashboard page. From the dashboard page to create a new app, what you need to do, you need to click on this. So in Google, we have project, but in Facebook, it is going to be app. So click on this create app. So once you click on this create app, it will ask you to enter the app name. So let us assume I want to give the app name as .NET Tutorials. Any name you can give. I'm going to give evening batch. .NET Tutorials evening batch. So maximum 30 character. Okay, let give this .NET Tutorials only. The email ID we have already provided for Nekuma 777. So this is the account using which I have logged in. So once you provide the app name and app contact email, you just need to click on the next button. So once you click on the next button, you do not need to do any, you do not need to select any of these checkboxes. Just go and select this other drop-down button. So this other drop-down button is responsible for external authentication. Whatever all these options, I don't know. So, but here, if you want to implement any external authentication login, you have to select this other drop-down button, and once you select this other drop down button, this is for the external authentication, click on the next button. So once you click on the next button, then it will open this page. So in this page, it will ask you, do you want, what type of application is this? So is this a business app? I mean, where you want to create the pages of your website, pages, event, groups, ads managing, WhatsApp Messenger, or do you want to provide the Facebook login to your app? No, I want to provide Facebook login to my app. So you can see, connect a customer products and permissions like Facebook login to your app. So yes, I am interested and I want to use Facebook plugin in my app. So select this one and click on the next button. So once you click on the next button, it will come to this review page. So here you can see this is .NET tutorials. This is Pranay Kumar Sivan, business portfolio. It is not a business account, so you can select this no business portfolio and create on the create app button. So once you click on the create app, that app is going to be created. So it is taking some time. Okay, let's see how much time it is going to take. Still processing. Okay. So app is created. So once the app is created, right, it will take you to the your whatever application you created. If you want to create new app, you can select here. Currently, this .NET Tutorials app is selected, or you can select whatever app you want to work with. So once you selected, right, you can see in the dashboard page. So this is my dashboard page. Just go to this app products to your add products to your app. And from this page, what exactly you want to add? I want to add this Facebook login. So if you want to add this Facebook login, just click on the setup. And once you click on the setup, then it will ask, so where you want to integrate iOS, Android, web or other. So I'm interested in web. So just click on this web. So once you click on this web, it will ask you what is your website URL. So currently, let me copy this one. Okay, this is my URL. Let me copy this URL. So this is going to my site URL. Click on this save button. So that's it. So once this is done, that's it. So from this page, you need to do only this much. Now you need to go to the, I think, app settings to the basics. Okay. So even I forgot the steps. So this is we have done. We have select the consumer. We have create the app. We have add the Facebook button. We have add the site URL and Facebook login settings checks. Okay, fine. So next what we need to do, we need to go to the Facebook login dot settings, not app settings. It is going to be Facebook login dot settings section. So click on this Facebook login dot settings. So here you need to provide, here you need to provide one option that is your deauthorize validate OAuth redirect URL. So this validate OAuth redirect URL. So just copy this URL, give this one. So I'm giving shiny Facebook. Any URL you can give. This is not going to be used. Facebook shiny, right? And then click on the save changes button. Okay. So once you have provided this thing, right? Once you have provided this thing, then what next you need to do? You need to get your IP and a secret. You need to get your app ID and a secret. So how you can get this thing? So just go to your what I can say app settings basics. So click on this one. So now you can see this is going to be your app ID and this is going to be your app secret. So this app ID and app secret, what I need to do? I need to store inside my this page. So what I'm going to do? I'm going to create here one Facebook, and here the client ID is app ID is going to be this one. So this client ID I'm storing here as right. You can give this name app ID, client ID, anything. Now next one is going to be your secret. So this one and copy this one. So, and this value you need to paste it here. So basically I have registered the Facebook app ID and a secret. Clear? Clear or not?
Yes.
Right? Till now, any question? So, and guys, remember the steps and process, right? To create this information, I'm going to provide in the documentation, so you will not face right and any difficulty. But yes, here you have to provide your Google ID to client ID secret, all these things. That's what you need to take into consideration. So once this is done, next what I need to do? The important step, you need to install the required package. Which package? Now it is the Facebook provider. Okay. So let me go ahead and select 8.0.19, click on this install button, apply, accept. Okay. So once this is done, next what I need to do? I need to register my authentication. Which authentication? I need to register the Facebook authentication. So what I need to do? Add, and here from where we will get the Facebook authentication information. This is, and from this is clear. Clear or not?
Yes.
Okay. So once this is done, what is the last step? Last step is come to here, and here we need to provide these things. So this is my Facebook page, but here what should be the provider? Provider is going to be Facebook.
Facebook.
And only this is the changes. Now with these changes, run the application and see whether Facebook authentication is working as expected or not. So login, click on this Facebook, click continue. See, this app is not published, so you will get this warning. That what you can ignore. Right here, you can say I'm logged in user. Now, if you see, right, it is going to create a new user. Here you can see for the Facebook, and this is the user ID. And here you can also check that user ID. Pranay Raut, and this is created on 5/8, not today. The username is Pranay Kumar 7. This Pranay Kumar 7 user already created. So in this time, what exactly it is doing? It is just making an entry into this table with the provided user ID. Clear, guys? How to integrate Facebook authentication?
Yeah.
And similarly, what you need to do, you need to create an account in the GitHub, you need to create an account in the Microsoft. So that is what I'm going to give you as a task. If you understand these steps, the process is going to be same. You have to go to their website, create a developer account, get the client ID and the secret, store them in the app service the settings, install the required package, and register the required service. And here you just need to do this thing. After this thing, what you need to do? Go to here and update the information. That's it. So this is how you need to integrate external authentication in your project. So this is all about external authentication. Next, what I'm going to discuss, I'm going to discuss the password management. Password management means how you can manage the forget password, change password, how to implement two-factor authentication, how to implement what I can say, uh, account lockout if you are trying with multiple wrong password. Then I'm also going to discuss many other advanced information like how you can implement captcha functionality. So that's what we are going to discuss, and that will be the another maximum 2 sessions will be there, and with the 2 sessions, I'm going to complete this identity. Anyone having any question, guys? They can ask me now.